Hi guys, it is Mrs. Jones here from Music Kelly Jones Art. And today we're doing candy canes. And so um, I'll let you choose your medium, but I would recommend either oil pastels, which is what this is, or colored pencils. And if you remember back when we did the video with the like tornadoes or op art worms, as I call them, I'm going to show you that picture so you know what I'm talking about. We learned that in order to make them look rounded, like cylindrical and shiny, you leave this white line through the middle, and that makes it look like it's shiny. Um, and so we're going to do the same kind of concept here with our candy canes. So you can either use colored pencil or oil pastels, or even crayons would probably be okay. I wouldn't recommend using markers because they don't blend very well. So I'll give you a second to get your oil pastels or colored pencils. One pencil to draw the outline, maybe an eraser, because look, I had some difficulties myself drawing the shape of the candy cane originally, and so I needed to erase it a lot. But anyway, then I need you to pick, you can choose as many colors as you'd like, but I think it would look best if you picked 2 colors, and then you can do this kind of pattern with your candy cane. If you don't like that, you want to do a solid candy cane, feel free to do that. That's fine as well. And there we go. So first I'm going to grab a pencil, see if I can get this shape. It's almost like you're drawing an ear or half of a heart. And so I'm going to try and start and do that. So about 2/3 of the way up my paper, I'm going to do a little bit of a curved end here, maybe 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches wide, okay? Ooh, this eraser is horrible. So I always recommend having the reliable pink eraser nearby. Okay, and then you'll notice this part of the curve is pretty skinny as far as candy canes go, and that's where I made my mistake the first time. I didn't do it skinny enough. So kind of just make it kind of skinny. For me, it's like 2 finger widths-ish. Maybe for you it might be 3. And then I'm going to go down at an angle. And then at the bottom, I'm going to have another curve. And I'm going to try and go back up and keep about the same distance apart that I did before. And you can always go back and erase. I'm going to try and do something like that. That's not too shabby. Last time it took me forever to figure out a good shape. Another thing you can do if you're having trouble getting this shape, it's also an upside down J, backwards J, I guess. So you could try drawing a bubble letter backwards J or forwards J. Either one's fine because candy canes can face all different directions, right? So that might be something you could do if you wanted to do, like, think of it as a J. So then, at this point, if you want to do a solid color, then you're done drawing, sketching. But if you want to do stripes like I did, then I would go through and do some stripes. Try to keep them about the same distance apart. And that again is like 1.5 inches, maybe. You can measure that if you want, but you don't have to. Just wing it. Okay, there we are. Got our candy cane sketched out. Now, there's 2 ways you can attack this. One is you can do with the dark color first and kind of just go back and forth with the lines on both sides, but leave the middle blank. And then when you've done all of that color, you go back with a white pastel and just go down the middle back and forth and kind of mix them together. Or you can try putting the white pastel first and then mixing the blue, like overlapping the color on top of it. It's kind of up to you how you want to do it. But, so for me, I'm going to say again, pick your colors. I think, you know, maybe a traditional candy cane you might think of as like red and white. There's all kinds of flavors nowadays. Maybe I'll do red and pink since I already did purple and blue. So, okay, I'm going to start with red. And what I'm going to do is just kind of outline that much. Actually, I'll go ahead and do the bottom since it's the edge. Okay, and then I'm just going to pick a side and go pretty dark on both sides. And then go a little bit lighter layer out towards the middle, like that. And then I'm going to leave it for a little while because I'll come back to it with the white. So I'm going to skip one line and do the same thing. Again, outline it. Do a darker one. I like oil pastels because if you just barely press, you know, hard, it fills in the space really good. And then if you want, you can do light and not press as hard. And it kind of gives you that fun effect. So I'm going to the next one, skip one. This one is one art project that shouldn't take as long as some of the other ones we've done. So I may have time when I do this live on Zoom with Team Lines, I may have time to do more than one art project. And of course, you can always look on my channel, Music Kelly Jones Art, if you want some other ideas. So I hope you guys are all doing well, staying warm. Actually, I hear tomorrow, is it December 6th, is supposed to be a record-breaking high in multiple places in Colorado for this time of year. So in Trinidad, it's supposed to be 69 degrees, which is which breaks a record if it actually hits 69 degrees for that date during the year, which I think is December 6th. So that's pretty exciting. It's going to be nice and warm and toasty, and then on Friday it's supposed to snow. I heard you guys in New Mexico got some good snow, and we didn't get any snow, so that's interesting. Okay, now I'm going to take pink because that's going to be my second color. I wonder what flavor this candy cane would be if it was red and pink, like a strawberry or just a mint, maybe bubblegum. I wonder what your favorite flavor is. I like the gourmet ones. Like there's one that looks kind of like this sometimes that you find that's like a blueberry. But my favorite gourmet one is probably like the chocolate mint ones. They're usually like a green color with like a thin red line or like a brownish line, and that's the chocolate, I guess. I don't know. But they taste pretty good. There is a candy store in Denver. The name, I forget what the name is, but it's like a really famous candy cane store, and they make all kinds of flavors of candy canes that they sell all over the world, but you can find them sometimes in Denver and other places that sell like little stores that sell candy canes. But anyway, they're super delicious gourmet candy canes, and I'd like to go there someday because you can watch them make them in front of you, and that's really cool, I think. Like a cake flavored candy cane. so I'm done with my candy cane here so far. Now I need to get the white oil pastel out. If you're using colored pencils and you have a white colored pencil, you could try kind of smearing them together, or you can just kind of go fade to a little bit lighter. Don't press as hard out here as you did down here, and then just leave it straight white. You don't even have to color it. But for the candy cane, I think it looks better and like more realistic and blended if you use white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the pink first, and I'm just going to go across the middle like that. Almost can't even tell. Oops. The bad thing about white is that if you accidentally get color on it, like there's blue on there, I don't know if you can tell. If you get blue on there or red or something or black, it might ruin your colors that you have on there because it mixes it like paint. So you might occasionally have to clean it, and all you do for that is just wipe it off on a like blank piece of paper or something. Another cool thing about pastels, sometimes you can get it off with your nail if you accidentally went in a place you didn't want to. So that's looking okay. Let's see how it looks on the red. Four. Alright, that's looking pretty good. So now I need to clean it off. So how you clean the white is just kind of streak it out on some plain scrap paper. Now something I don't like is that you see those white spots there because that makes it look more fake. So I'm going to go back and kind of go over those spots again, and I might even go into the white a little bit just to give it another layer so it looks good. I'm liking my candy cane, my pink and red candy cane. So I get all those white spots in the background covered. There we go. So now something else about this project that I've seen when people do this is that they might do it on construction paper. I probably should have told you that in the beginning, but anyway, if you have darker construction paper lying around, it looks really cool on dark paper. Let me see if I can find an example for you that I've seen before. Saw this on Pinterest. Oh yeah, look. See how they look on like a black paper? Let's see if I can get this to... Anyway, you can look it up on Pinterest if you like and kind of see what some other examples are, but I think they did theirs on a black construction paper or like a black poster board. And look, they did a heart with theirs. Do more than one if you want. This kind of reminds me of the Egyptian, not the Ankh, but the other thing the Egyptians held and then they crossed them like that. So you could do more than one candy cane. You could do a whole pile of candy canes if you like, but it kind of pops out if you do it on a darker background. But you don't have to. Like, I think they look cool like that too. Anyway, that's it for candy canes for the day. If you wanted to, I suppose you could take some watercolors and go in the background and color the background so it looks a little more interesting. But it's looking pretty good. Alright, thank you, and I hope you have happy holidays, and I hope you enjoyed this candy cane tutorial. Bye!